So, greetings ladies and gentlemen, I am MrFonrath, and we are here to check out the Dragon Age Veilguard reveal trailer. But before we get started, I just want to say that I am a big Dragon Age fan. I wouldn't say I'm a hardcore fan. I don't insanely keep up with everything that Dragon Age releases, like all the books and whatnot, stuff like that. But the Dragon Age franchise is my favorite game franchise of all time. I love RPGs, and Dragon Age Origins got me into gaming in general, like in a big way. So I've been excited for Dragon Age Dreadwolf, or Veilguard as it is now, for a while, and I was looking forward to this reveal trailer that they were going to do. And it having released, hang on. So it having released, as you can see, the thumbnail is not looking good, and the thumbnails of other videos, it's not looking that great, and a lot of people apparently don't have good things to say about it. But we're gonna watch this, and afterwards, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about my hopes for Dragon Age 4, my thoughts, my concerns, some hopes that I hope for the game. But yeah, let's just get into it. Let's just watch this real quick. I think I'm probably gonna just watch it through once, like without pausing, and then we'll kind of go through it a little bit. Nope.
Not looking good, old friend. This'll take more than you and me.
What are you thinking?
We need someone to be our eyes and ears in the shadows.
And someone to bring a little darkness to the daylight.
We're going into the Fade, aren't we?
And digging up a lot of buried secrets.
What about Darkspawn?
Yeah. Someone who will stand between us and a pack of demons.
You know there will be dragons.
Right. We'll need someone with fire in their blood. One more thing. This crew. Someone we can count on. Someone that the world can count on.
I mean,
But where are we gonna find her?
I'll reserve my judgment once we go after. I'll reserve my judgment once it's over. Okay, I can definitely see why people have a problem with this. Okay, let's go over this real quick. Let's just kind of you know, go through this a little bit. First things first, I'm gonna say this. I personally, I'm not someone who immediately writes off a game just because it's different from the prequel. You know, just because it's different from the previous game. A lot of people, for instance, when Dragon Age 2 came out, Dragon Age 2 did a lot of things differently compared to Dragon Age Origins. And a lot of people fucking hated that. A lot of people didn't like the change in art style, didn't like the change in gameplay, didn't like this and that and the third thing and the fourth thing. Yes, a lot of people talked about how they didn't like the reused dungeons, and yes, that was a problem, but overall, a lot of people talked about how they just didn't like the changing gameplay and the art style and stuff like that. And yes, if you were a massive fan of Dragon Age Origins and you went into Dragon Age 2, you might immediately feel like it's not the same thing, right? It's kind of the same, but not really. It's more like almost like a different game in the same universe. Now, I think I had maybe like a year or two in between Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2, maybe even less than that, because I have replayed Dragon Age Origins many times. I played Dragon Age 2 and it didn't, like, yes, it was different, of course, and I've played Dragon Age 2 multiple times, don't get me wrong. But I remember the first time I played it. Yes, it was different, but I felt like, you know, you just kind of have to get used to it, right? And that's kind of what it was. Now, with that said, I will obviously give this game a chance. You know, I can definitely understand and see where people are coming from, why they would not like this, or why they would immediately be kind of taken off guard. Now, I'm not defending this. Don't get me wrong. Don't think that I'm defending this. First things first. Let's look at this. It says game engine footage. Not all images appear in game. Game engine footage, and not all images appear in game. So, well, I guess what they're trying to say here is that this is what the game looks like, but this scene necessarily might not be in the game. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The art style. They're going for a very, like, Disney, Pixar-esque, childish type of cartoony art style. And honestly, I don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't like it because, I mean, for obvious reasons. Dragon Age is dark. It was always dark. There was blood magic, death, all kinds of dark, depressing shit. Okay, demons taking people over, turning them into abominations. You know, like, it was that kind of thing. Now, not even talking about how this trailer was put together, the art style is very, like, cartoony. We also obviously saw some characters, and we'll go through them. Okay, first off, I hope to God, and I swear to God, okay, and I'll talk about the companions a bit later on as well, but one thing that I would mention immediately is, do not have Varric as a companion. Varric has been a companion for the last 2 games. Do not have him as another companion, I swear to fucking God. Varric is fine, but don't make him a companion again. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it, okay? I don't know why they're putting Varric in the game again. I'm sorry, he has had his fucking... Like, I'm sorry. Varric was fine in Dragon Age 2, but even in Inquisition, he already kind of started getting annoying. Right? In my opinion, anyway. He started getting kind of annoying. We already knew his story. We already, you know, saw how he ended up kind of changing slightly because of, you know, the red lyrium stuff, and he became a lot more cutthroat, I guess, with the whole red lyrium thing. But my point is, we're done with Varric. Stop it. He can show up as a cameo, but like stop doing Varric all the time. So they don't actually show Varric. They show Harding, the scout. Now, I'm guessing because a lot of people wanted Harding as a companion, and I thought she would make a great companion as well. I don't know, like, they definitely made her ugly. If you look at her in Dragon Age Inquisition, I mean, why'd they, like, I don't know. Yeah, she had, like, you know, what do you call them? Freckles? I don't fucking know. Point is, her face wasn't this bad, right? And yes, I will say her face looked ugly. Or not like ugly, but not exactly attractive either, right? It's kind of like, it's kind of whatever. But okay, whatever. Harding was a fan favorite. Fine. Let's move on. Again, very, very cartoony, like, style, right? Very cartoony style. Not really that great. I don't know, you know, did they change the I would imagine they changed the engine that they're working with or something. I don't know what they're doing. Point is, let's move on, right? So we had... Okay, so we have... Who's this? Again, not someone, like... That's... Who is this? The detective. Nevi? Never? I'm not gonna lie, she also doesn't really look attractive. And this will be kind of a common occurrence, and we'll talk about companions afterwards as well. And the reason I keep saying that they're not attractive, we'll get to that, because that is very important. And, you know, if you want to know why I keep saying that, well, stick around.
Someone to bring a little darkness to the daylight.
Lucanus, the mage killer. I mean, I don't know anything about this one, but again, okay, whatever. I guess. Bellara, the Veil Jumper. Again, she seems more interesting, but again, is she another dwarf? Or is she just very short? I'm guessing she's an elf, I think, from the years, right? But again, she seems kind of quirky. You know, she seems like the what's the word? The happy-go-lucky, kind of quirky, fun-loving, hyperactive character. But I can't say she's exactly attractive in this trailer either. And again, I'll explain why attractiveness matters.
And digging up a lot of buried...
Then we have these two characters. Now, I wish she was a companion. She seems interesting. And she seems kind of attractive, right? But my point is... Again, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Emmerich, the Necromancer. Again, don't really know anything about him. I guess it's fine. The reason I don't say anything about attraction levels with male companions is because I'm not gay, right? So to me, it's like, it's whatever. As long as their personalities are good and they're fine, I guess.
What about dark?
I mean, let's be honest, right? Who actually plays with male companions? Jesus, bro.
Spawn.
Yeah. Someone who will stand between us and a pack of demons.
So, Dovrin? Dovrin? The Warden? I mean, as long as his personality is good, I don't really care, I guess.
You know there will be dragons.
Right. We'll need someone
Tosh. Tosh?
with fire.
The Dragon Hunter? Not exactly attractive, right? And very cartoony. And again, in case you think I'm being like misogynist or some shit, I'll explain why attractiveness matters afterwards.
Fire in their blood.
She seems okay, I guess, for Kunari. I mean, they needed to obviously have a female Kunari character companion because obviously people wanted that.
One more thing.
And I'm guessing that's going to be it. Wait, hang on. So, let's count, actually. Because I believe they said 7 companions. So we had Harding, 1. This woman, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay? Okay. So, thankfully, I'm guessing Varric is not going to be a companion. Because I'm pretty sure they said there's going to be 7 companions. There's also, I mean, there's some stuff, I guess. They definitely try to show the dragons. I can't say this type of, like, glowing RGB light lettering is that interesting. I think that was actually Cassandra. Hang on. Oh, wait, no. I just thought the shield looked similar. I guess, yeah, they're just showcasing the new companion characters. So at first glance, obviously, I would, like, if I were to rate this trailer, I would give it like a 3 out of 10. It definitely doesn't have a good vibe to it. It the art style definitely, I don't think a lot of people wanted the game to go in this direction when it came to the art style. Now again, I want to say that I will not, like, I'm gonna play this game, like, obviously, and I will not, how do I say this, I will not just write this game off based off of one reveal trailer, okay? Just like with Dragon Age 2, things might be different, but I would say we can't judge the entire game from one trailer. Now, yes, again, the art style is very, how do I say this? Cartoony, I guess? It feels cartoony, too cartoony in many ways. I don't really even know how to, like, there's a certain feeling that this type of art style gives, and I don't really know what it is exactly. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, look at this, right? I'm not gonna lie, this looks kind of bad. Like, you look closer and you're like, I guess it's fine, but it looks like, I feel like it reminds me of something. Let me get into the whole companion thing and their attractiveness, why it matters. First off, I will say that this whole game hinges on the companions being good. Okay? If the companions are not good, the game will fail. I am quite sure of this. And when I say fail, I don't mean like box office or whatever. I'm not talking about like actual, like, oh, the game will fail, it's not going to make a lot of money. I'm talking about failing as a Dragon Age game. You know, you look at Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, Inquisition, they might all be different in many ways, but they all have the same type of soul. They all follow a certain template. And one of those templates, one of the big templates that they all follow is the companions. Now, a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, a lot of Dragon Age fans, as well as Mass Effect fans, a lot of people enjoy the game not necessarily because of its story, but because of the companions. The companions, a lot of the time, will make or break the enjoyment of the game. I will say that. I believe that as good as Inquisition was as a game, compared to Origins and Dragon Age 2, the companions were lacking heavily. I immediately, whenever Dragon Age Inquisition came out, I immediately felt like they were going in the wrong direction with the companions. They started doing a lot of, how do I say this? A lot of obvious woke shit. Now, I'm not interested in talking about what's woke, what's not, right? And what should be in the game, what shouldn't be in the game when it comes to companions and their preferences and whatever the fuck, right? I don't care about that, but what I do care about is that the characters are attractive. Now, there's a reason why when you watch a Hollywood movie, all the actors in the movie are always hot, okay? There's a reason for that. Because no one wants to see ugly characters. No one wants to see ugly actors. They don't. Unless them being ugly is part of the story, like, you're just not gonna see ugly actors. That's just how it is. When they say sex sells, in many ways that means that attractiveness sells, right? When you have attractive characters, that means that more people are going to like those characters. That's just the way it is, and that's how it's always going to be. Now, Dragon Age Origins, as well as Dragon Age 2, they had a bunch of companions, and a lot of them were very attractive. Just to name some of the fan favorites, you had like, Origins had Leliana, Morrigan, Alistair, I guess Severin, I don't know. Dragon Age 2 had, Isabella, a lot of the female player base liked, what was the name, Fenris. You know, I guess you had Meryl. Inquisition had, again, female player base like Dorian. I didn't really like Dorian much at all myself, but, you know, it is what it is. But in Inquisition, there wasn't really attractive characters. I mean, Dorian for the female player base and, you know, gay guys, I guess. I mean, I guess he's attractive. I suppose, so I've heard. I don't really see it myself. I'm completely straight. But as a straight guy, as a fan of Dragon Age, I didn't really find any of the Inquisition characters attractive. Because it almost felt like they made them purposefully unattractive. Let's be honest. Sarah, right? Come on. Come on. And the thing is, one of my biggest hopes for Dragon Age Veilguard, I guess, Dragon Age 4, was that when they're making companions, that they do two things. One, make them attractive. Two, make them friendly and kind. As in, like, make them good people, like good people in the story. I mean, let's be honest, right? Leliana and, let's say, Tali from Mass Effect, they're some of the most beloved, most romanced companions in the franchises. And I wonder why that is. Because they're cute, endearing, they're attractive. I mean, Tali, you couldn't even see her face. But because of her personality and her voice, it didn't really matter. And then even when they revealed her face, I mean, she was kinda attractive. The point is, you need your characters to be attractive. Whether that's through their voice, their personality, their physical appearance, you need them to be attractive to the player, for them to care more. I'm sorry, but like, if there's an obviously unattractive character, I'm just not gonna enjoy seeing them on screen. I'm not gonna enjoy hearing what they have to say. I'm not gonna enjoy talking to them as much that I do when I talk to a attractive character. That's just how it is. And that's why when you know, Inquisition kind of went in a bad direction, in my opinion, with the companion like attractiveness, where they started kind of doing their woke shit, where they purposefully started making characters uglier and like no long hair and shit. Like, what the fuck is that? And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Again, let's look at some of these characters. Harding, again, I feel like they just made her face worse. Like, her face was a lot rounder and cleaner in Inquisition. Again, they just completely, like, I don't know. Fine, whatever. I mean, I wouldn't have romanced her anyway. I'm just not into dwarves that way. It is what it is. I'm racist, I guess. But then we have this Navy guy, Navy girl, Navy woman. I'm not gonna lie. From what I can see here, she's not attractive. Like, again, her face is like, I mean, I guess it's like a veil. For a second, I thought it was like a tattoo or something. Trying to find like a clean view of her face. I mean, I don't know. I guess, I mean, maybe she's fine. We take the veil off or whatever. It's kind of hard to tell, like, I'm not gonna lie. I guess maybe she's kind of attractive. Hang on. Whoop, maybe. I mean, yeah, I guess she's probably the most attractive out of the companions, I would say. I mean, maybe. She seems interesting. She seems interesting. So maybe there's one character that I'm kind of interested in terms of, like, attractiveness, right? Because that's the thing. Again, attractiveness is the first impression. Do I find her attractive? If I find her attractive, I want to know more about her. I want to get to know her. I want to put her in my party and have her do banter with other characters, right? Because she's attractive, right? When I play, you know, I was recently playing Mass Effect Andromeda again, because that game is actually kind of good. I've been playing that game, and you want to know what characters are in my party almost all the time? Yep. Peebee and Vetra. Why? Because they're attractive. The thing is, the face doesn't have to be attractive for me to like a character. However, if the face is unattractive, it can make me not like a character. Then we have this guy, the mage killer. I mean, I will say, I think they definitely focused more on the female audience here. With a lot of these male characters, but whatever. Then we have her, Bellara. I mean, I think this is just an unattractive angle. I think she might be interesting. I think it's gonna be her and Neve. I think it's gonna be her and Neve. That's probably gonna be maybe, you know, taking the spotlight of being like the best companions. But it's kind of hard to say. Let's talk about the romances real quick as well. I don't know if they're going to do character preferences again. I honestly hate that. I think every character, every NPC should be player sexual. If you don't want to romance someone, don't romance them. If you don't want all the fucking companions to start coming onto you, then how about you just don't start romances with them? It's very simple. As I mentioned earlier, I've been playing Mass Effect Andromeda, and the characters that I don't intend to romance, I just don't flirt with them. It's not that difficult. It's really not that difficult. So yeah, like I hope that all of the characters are romanceable by any race and sex that you pick for your character. Otherwise, it's gonna be annoying because you just don't know who has what preference. A lot of people, you know, might know their characters already going into their first playthrough, intending to romance someone, but then are unable to because halfway through the game they find out that this character doesn't like whatever race you are. I think it's kind of hard to determine how the game is going to be just from this reveal trailer. I think we're gonna have a gameplay reveal as well sometime. Gameplay premiere June 11th. So this is gonna be tomorrow, and I'll probably talk about the gameplay and stuff like that in that one, because I'm gonna be doing a video on that one as well. And also, for instance, you know, you might have noticed how I don't really, I haven't really said anything about the, you know, what the characters are saying, or, you know, like the music, right? Because I mean, I've seen a lot of trailers. Like, yes, I will say this is not really Dragon Age. You know, it doesn't really feel like Dragon Age when it with the music. It doesn't, like, I mean, I don't really.
One more thing. This crew needs a leader. Someone we can count on.
The dialogue is very, like, trailery, so it's like, whatever. The music, yes, it doesn't really fit at all, but again, it's trailer music. You know, it's not like this is the type of music that's gonna be in the game, right? I mean, right? You know what we're gonna do, actually? I think I'm gonna do a, BioWare companion tier list. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that for a video. But yeah, I mean, I can definitely see why people are disappointed. I can definitely see that they are going in some, especially with the art style and the look of the game. I can definitely see that they're going in a different direction, more cartoony direction, and I don't think a lot of people expected that or wanted it. Personally, I think me, as well as a lot of other people, wanted the game to go back to its, like, darker roots, you know, be more gritty and dark. But it seems like they're going for a kind of like a lighthearted, jokey style, I guess. I mean, this whole trailer was kind of like that. Maybe the game isn't going to be like that, but, like, still, you know, they definitely, in my opinion, I think one of the biggest problems is the tone that they set with this, right? This is the reveal trailer, which means when new players who have never played a Dragon Age game, they see this, right? This is the tone that they're gonna get from Dragon Age. It's gonna be kind of cartoony, a bunch of jokes, you know, they're fighting in a bar against, like, assassins or something. You know, you have these, like, anime intros or whatever where, you know, it's like the fucking, I think it's like a JoJo meme or whatever, where, you know, a character is introduced and there's a still image and then they give the name and then who they are. You know that fucking meme. Everyone's seen those memes, right? Even I've done, I think, a joke at one point in one of my videos with that kind of with that template, right? But my point is that this is kind of the tone that they're setting with this. They're setting a kind of a joking, lighthearted, cartoony tone, right? And that's not really what Dragon Age, or that's not really what people wanted Dragon Age to be. That's not really what fans wanted Dragon Age to be. What people wanted Dragon Age to be is this, essentially. Dark, kind of gritty. You have fucking Tevinter with blood magic and slaves and mages controlling, you know, the Tevinter Imperium and, you know, all that shit. They wanted to be dark and gritty. They didn't want it to be cartoony and lighthearted and jokey, and they didn't want it to be like that. And the thing is, I'm not saying, again, I'm gonna be playing this game. I'm gonna play this game. But the point is, they're setting a bad tone with this. I mean, you look at this, right? You know what this reminds me of? The new Jumanji fucking movies. Like fucking... I can see this character being The Rock, jumping off some sort of cliff with some Jumanji monster tentacle trying to grab him. Like, I can see that. That's the problem. Right? This trailer, this reveal trailer just feels so, like, jokey. And, like, not serious. That's not good. Let's see what, I probably have to crop this. This fucking new, stupid-ass, YouTube format is fucking me. Fucking me in the ass. Let's see what people say. Ooh, I don't think that's... hang on. Ooh, actually, I checked... I checked, what the actual like and dislike ratio is, because I think there's like a extension that you can use to see the dislikes, but I don't have that. But I think it's very bad. It's very disliked. Let's just say that. It's like 1 to 4, you know? Like, dislike. There's like 4 times as many dislikes than there are likes. Solos was right. It's too painful to walk in a world like this. True. How do we go from dark fantasy to Saturday morning cartoons? Yeah, that's definitely the feeling it gives. And that's, you know, as I was saying with the tone, right? The tone is bad. Tone is really bad. Yeah, everyone disliked this. Yep, true. What really baffles me about this trailer is that they have had all this time developing the game. They know how little faith there is in them delivering a good sequel to the previous games, and yet this is how they revealed the new game. A complete 180 from past games in both art and tone. Exactly, art and tone. Very, very important. Absolutely mind-blowing how anyone thought this was a good idea. It doesn't really sell the game. True. You either die as Dragon Age or live long enough to see yourself become Fortnite. Yep. True. Remember when Dragon Age was a dark fantasy? Good times. True. I mean, yeah, I think the average Saturday morning cartoon vibe is definitely there. And a lot of these people are completely in the right to say this, because they... Exactly, right? Baldur's Gate 3 looks more like Dragon Age than Dragon Age itself. And this is completely true. And I, you know, ever since Baldur's Gate 3 came out, I definitely hoped that Dragon Age 4 was going to take a lot of inspiration from Baldur's Gate 3. Not in terms of gameplay, but in terms of like how they run their story, how they should weave the companion stories into the main storyline. Are you sure this is dark fantasy? I'm not even shocked anymore. My cold dead heart has finally learned to protect itself from disappointment. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think this reveal trailer definitely gave the wrong tone. I'm hoping that this is not how the game is actually going to be. Like, the art style is, I mean, it is what it is, right? They said that that's the in-game engine, so that's probably how the game is going to be, in terms of art style. But I'm hoping that it's gonna have a more, you know, I'm hoping it's gonna have a darker tone. It's not gonna be this kind of like Saturday morning cartoon vibe in the actual game. These trailers used to send shivers down your spine. Now it looks like a mobile game. Yeah, I kind of have to agree. Maybe that's what it is, right? That's what it reminds me of, a mobile game. Or like the very cartoony art style mobile game. Yeah, like Overwatch, Fortnite type of like mix or something. I am disappointed. As a Dragon Age franchise fan, as again, the Dragon Age franchise is my favorite franchise, gaming franchise. I am disappointed from this reveal trailer, I will say that. However, I'm not going to judge the game just based off of this. I want to actually see the gameplay, and most likely I'm going to play the game. It is what it is. I'm obviously going to play the game. But yeah, they definitely did not set the correct tone here. That's about all I can say. I don't think it's fair to just judge the characters based off of this reveal trailer. I think we're gonna need to see them in the game and actually, you know, see what they have to say and, you know, what their personalities are like. Maybe the characters are a lot deeper than they look, and who knows? I mean, again, who knows, right? It's just a reveal trailer. But unfortunately, it's not looking good, right? It's not looking good. The tone of the game, I hope, is not the same as they make it out to be in this trailer. I'm also gonna react to the gameplay trailer that's coming out tomorrow. I think they said 11th, right? June 11th? Yeah, it's gonna come tomorrow, so I'm gonna react to that as well. And then we'll talk about gameplay and what I hope from gameplay in that one. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts. Feel free to let me know in the comments what you guys think of these companions, and I'll see you next time.